This is the download from Sounds Profitable, your daily source for the essential news in the business of podcasting. I'm Gavin Gass. Here's what you need to know for today, Wednesday, June 11th. First up, YouTube isn't dominating podcasting. Signal Hill Insight's president Paul Riismandel writes on working in the world of podcast research, which leads him to read a lot of news and go to a lot of conferences, both of which are heavily leaning into exaggerating a view of YouTube's place in the world of podcasts. It is an important platform for discovery and passively a huge platform independent of podcasting. But data like Signal Hill Insights and Cumulus Media's upcoming spring download find 61% of podcast consumers use a platform other than YouTube most often. The Podcast Landscape 2024 found only 26% of monthly podcast listeners say they use just one app or service for podcasts. So even those who use a platform like YouTube aren't likely not to be monogamous with it. I briefly spoke with Tom Webster this morning about Paul's piece, and I think his response wraps it all up in a bow. Quote, "This is a great reminder that YouTube might be the top of the funnel way people discover podcasts, but audio remains the dominant medium." End quote. Next up, Australia's ad market. It's doing pretty good. IAB Australia has a new video advertising State of the Nation report, now in its fifth year publication. According to this year's edition, 27.5% of online ad spend in Australia is going to video. A new market forecast from WPP Media has updated expectations to a sunnier outlook overall for Australia's ad market. Back in December, the forecast was 3.7% overall growth for this year. Now, WPP anticipates 4.1% of growth. Hey, look, more WPP Media data. This year, next year, global media forecast. WPP Media has published a new report anticipating the global ad market will grow 6% this year. That's down from their December forecast of 7.7%, but still resilient. The overall audio advertising space is expected to remain flat in 2025, reaching $26.5 billion USD worth of global ad spend. The forecast also anticipates user-generated content to continue performing well, with ad revenue from platforms like TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram Reels reaching $184.9 billion. And for the final top story, Google AI tools are eating up organic search traffic for media sites. According to Wall Street Journal reporting, organic search traffic to the Huffington Post and the Washington Post have fallen nearly by half over the past 3 years. Publishers point to Google's AI overviews, which scrape pages to summarize them without a user clicking through, and the new AI mode that offers more complex answers prompt style. The Atlantic CEO has primed the company to expect Google traffic to drop to near zero, while Business Insider laid off 21% of its workforce last month with the motivation of huge traffic drops. Even made for SEO vacation guides and product reviews aren't safe from this, as summary search results negate the entire genre of article with a single generated sentence answering the question, "What is the best air fryer in 2025? As for the rest of the news, Mondo Metrics has announced a strategic partnership with Precise AI, an announcement that includes the introduction of Mondo AQ, a solution that combines first-party data collaboration with contextual and behavioral intelligence. Adopter Media has a new episode of their Ad Stops podcast, this time bringing on Sydney Dennis of Libsyn Ads to discuss the day-to-day of working in podcast ad ops. The latest episode of Oxford Road's What's a Podcast limited series features an extended interview with Brian Barletta about the state of podcasting. Audion has published a study in partnership with Explain AI to demonstrate digital audio's effectiveness, including 73% brand recall with respondents. AudioStack product expert Sam Blurton has a new blog on the economics of media production and how AI audio is influencing content creation. Alitu founder Colin Gray talks about the experience of seeing Alitu featured on stage at Apple's WWDC keynote the other day. And in response, here's a fun one to end out the day. In response to the announcement of SmartLess Mobile yesterday, several comedy podcasts took to social media to publish joke announcements of unexpected business ventures in the same vein. The two I'm highlighting are How Did This Get Made, announcing their transition into online banking, and Blank Check with Griffin and David announcing a health insurance company called Blank Check Care, which comes with the wonderful catchphrase, Hollywood writes blank checks, so should your care provider. Be sure to check out the link to every article I mentioned right in your podcast listening app, or you can skip that by going to soundsprofitable.com, where we just so happen to have a place you can sign up to get the newsletter version. The download is written and produced by myself, Brian Barletta, and Tom Webster. For Sounds Profitable, I'm Gavin Gaddis. Download us again tomorrow.